set the timer for 10 minutes because we're about to do some makeup. Hey beauties, and welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. I heard you, I saw the request, I answered the questions, and I got you. If you got 10 minutes, I got the makeup look that is just for you. This is the makeup look that I normally do if I'm out running errands. I don't always wear a glam face. I just don't. Sometimes I don't have the time, and sometimes I just don't feel like it. But I do like to leave the house looking pulled together. And this is the makeup look that I normally do when I have about 10 minutes, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Super easy. All of the products are accessible, and I guarantee you can do this look in at least 10 minutes. So if you would like to see how I got this look and the products that I use, I hope that you will keep watching. So the key to this type of look and what I always invest in is my skincare and my skin prep before I do any makeup, whether it's a full face or whether it's just a simple look like this. I've prepped my skin with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I have that on and it's set. Then I'm going to go in with a complexion product that's going to add some color but not be so heavy. And for that, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Halo Glow. Y'all know this is my ride or die complexion product, and I like this because it gives me a little highlighting, but it also gives me like a fresh finish. And while it is quite sheer, I just like it because of how it just, you know, it just gives my complexion a nice healthy glow. And I just put it on like so. For this look too, you're only going to need one brush, so go ahead and grab a brush like this one from e.l.f. This is like the ultimate blending brush. And that's all we're gonna need. I'm just gonna buff that product into my face like so. Some people like to use their hands, but if you're not new here, you know how I feel about using my hands to buff in foundation and complexion products. I hate it. I'm not gonna do it. Give me a brush, and if push comes to shove, give me a sponge. But as you can see, just that little bit, a few dots of that e.l.f. Halo Glow is giving me some coverage, and it's giving me a nice healthy glow to my skin. And this is my go-to product for when I'm in a rush because it does so much. And I'm going to use concealer. I never skip concealer regardless of what look I'm doing. So I'm using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in the shade 4W. And I'm just going to take that underneath my eye where I usually do, just to conceal. It's not exactly a brightening concealer, but it's more of a golden undertone. So I'm going to touch up any spots that I see here, a little bit over my hyperpigmentation and a little bit here. Let that sit for a minute, and while that sits, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I've been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the brow definer with this angled pen. You don't have to do anything other than your brows but to comb them or brush it, spoolie them I should say. But I just like to fill mine in very lightly, just to give it a little bit of shape. Your brows are going to shape your face, and it can really draw or make your makeup look complete even when you're doing something super speedy and you just need to be out the door. I mean, you can do your brows in your car. Not that I'm suggesting that, but I'm just saying. Same brush, and I'm just going to start tapping that concealer into place. Not going to move it around, and tap that concealer into place. Because this is really just about covering, giving a little dimension, like so. And then doing it here on the same area. I don't want to move it around, and I don't want to move that Halo Glow filter anywhere else, but I do want to make sure that little marks and stuff are just a little bit covered. Like this. Easy. Then I'm going to take the same brush under my eye and just start buffing it out. I'm kind of using the corner of the brush. Again, this is not a super glam look, so I'm not worried about being super covered in my dark circles and things. It's just a little bit of concealer to help even out the complexion. Same brush, and I'm using my favorite finishing powder from Sephora. I'm just taking a little bit here, and I'm only going to concentrate it on the areas where my makeup tends to separate, which is right here. And I'm just going to take down a little bit of that glow from the e.l.f. Halo Glow filter. And I'm also going to set the concealer where I put it on my chin and on my cheek very lightly, and I'm just tapping it in. I'm not swirling it around. And I'm also going to do it on my forehead. And just like that, you have a finished complexion. That's what, 5 minutes already? Very easy. For this next step, you can either go in with your favorite bronzer and just bronze up your cheeks, or you can use a blush. And I'm going to use this little blush stick that I got from the Ulta collection. And I'm just going to take this much and I'm just going to tap it on my cheeks. Because we're not doing a bunch of color, but we are doing some color on our cheeks. Using the same brush, we're going to go in and just tap over that blush and blend it out to your liking. And that just gave me just a little bit of color, but my complexion just looks nice and fresh, which is my goal for when I just want to look pulled together. And I'm just going to put the rest on my nose. I like to boot my nose every time. I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer on my eyelid just to give me a little bit of color on my lid. This is also something you can do with your fingers, or even use your blush. If you want to use the same blush that you put on your cheeks, you can just make a monochromatic look and tap the blush on your eyelids, and then you'll have some color. But I'm just going to give myself a little bit of dimension with this bronzer. And then, whoops, with the same brush, I'm just going to tap over my eyes and set that bronzer in and just kind of bring everything all together. Adding mascara is a secret weapon to a quick and easy 10-minute look, because mascara helps your eyes look more open and awake. So not skipping this step. We're not skipping this. If you're a lash girl and you can put on your lashes in less than 10 minutes, I can't. Not gonna happen. So I'm gonna make sure my eyes look fresh and open and awake with a couple of coats of mascara. When I used to commute to work, I used to be doing this in the car. Traffic in Charlotte is bad. I wasn't on the highway, and I would only do it when I was at a red light. When I was at a red light, I would do as much as I can. At every light, I would do as much as I could and get out that car with my face beat. And lastly, we're going to put on the lip. Put on the lip of your choosing. Whether you want to do this look where it's nice and simple and you want to put on a popping red lip, do that. If you just want to do a little lip gloss and a little lip liner, you can do that too. It's really fair game. I really like to have one area of my face popping when I do a look like this, where everything else is minimalist. So either it be an extra lash or a popping blush, or in this case, a lip. And I think I could do a red lipstick. Let me see. Hold on. So we're going to do a little bit of a red gloss, but it's not going to be a ton. I'm going to show you a little trick that I like to do. I'm using this red gloss from the Lip Bar, and this is in the shade, I think it's called, oh, it's Vixen. It's in the shade Vixen, and it's a gloss. It's a very pretty red. And I'm just going to do this. There you go. And just adding that little dab of color, it really just took this very simple 10-minute look to the next level. Like I said, when I do a look like this, it's not all, I always want something to pop, and you can totally do this in a few minutes, whether you give yourself 10 or 15 minutes to yourself in the morning or before you're running errands. But if I'm out running errands, this is normally what I look like. I'm not doing a full face. There was no foundation involved, very little concealer, not a lot of contouring, any of that. It's just something that I like to do to look refreshed and pulled together. And I heard you wanted something to wear to the office, and you wanted something to do errands. You don't have a lot of time, and all of these products are accessible. I got you. I was paying attention. And this is for my lovely audience. So if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it, and that lets YouTube know that I'm out here doing my thing. I hope you have enjoyed this very quick and easy 10-minute makeup routine. Everything will be linked down in the comments. Feel free to make this look your own. take it easy, take it up a notch, whatever you want to do, but I guarantee you, you can do an easy look like this in 10 minutes or less if you're out running errands, or if you need something to wear to work, whatever it is, and you don't have a lot of time. I encourage you to take a few minutes out of your day and just sit down at your vanity, whether you wear makeup or whether you don't, and just give yourself some love. Have a little sip of coffee or tea, whatever it is, and thank me later. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you back here for my next video real soon. Bye.